I'm out of storage. Hey, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Two Christians are proudly bringing to you today's top news story. I am ready today. We have some crazy news. I got breaking news. I got videos. Dude, there was a smorgasbord of stuff to choose from. I don't know if we can pack it all in, but we're going to try. Alex, my guy, how are you doing today?
Man, I am doing fantastic on this Thursday evening. How about yourself?
Dude, I am doing pretty darn good myself, although I am looking out the window here and we got some major storms rolling in. Hopefully you don't lose me because it's looking a little wicked. Because as we discussed last week, folks, the CIA is controlling the weather, and I'm convinced that they are doing some weird stuff to this Ohio weather. We've had crazy weird snow, thunderstorms in like January, and just crazy wind too. It's been super bizarre. I know you got some pretty crazy stuff weather-wise going on where you are too.
We did for a while, but it got pretty warm after that, melted all the snow. Now we're in pretty normal territory.
Normal territory. I don't know what
Yeah.
normal is. I wish I had normal weather, man. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. They've ruined weather. I mean, the government ruins just about anything they touch, as we have discussed on this show. They've ruined healthcare. They ruined driving. They ruin immigration. They've ruined weather. The government touches weather. They ruin freaking weather, man. Drives me nuts.
Oh man. Yeah, they do tend to not do well when it comes to organizing things.
Yeah, anything really. Yeah, it's pretty wild. And I was browsing the internet today, looking for because we like to start off with some funnies, right? Because the news is heavy. We don't want you crying when you leave here or feeling sad and depressed. So we try to lighten some things up a little bit. And I got to tell you though, Alex, I did find this one video. It's pretty shocking and disturbing, but I feel like I have to share it. I feel like this cannot go without being shared, despite the fact. Yeah, dude. So brace yourself, buckle in, because this is gonna get a little scary,
This little girl was walking to the car when she suddenly noticed someone frightening following her. The doorbell camera captured a terrifying moment when a little girl was walking to the car, and suddenly something unexpected happened.
Mommy, they're following me. Mommy, they're following me.
Someone suddenly appeared and started following the little girl, terrifying her. Panicked, she ran back, calling for her mother. Hearing her daughter's cries, the mother quickly rushed out to help, only to face an unexpected encounter with the stalkers.
I told you to
Oh man. Poor girl.
Mother couldn't stop.
Couldn't dude, have you ever been chased by ducks though, dude? It is wild. Getting chased by ducks is or geese. Geese are the real nasty birds, man. I can't, first of all, I can't stand birds at all, but geese are like the worst. They're like nasty. I can't say rats because they're bigger than rats, but they're just the nastiest birds, dude. And they will chase you. Like they will hiss and chase you. Have you ever been chased by a goose?
We do. We have Canadian geese where I am. And during baseball season, there would be Canadian geese poop everywhere in the outfield. I played outfield. And yes, if you were in their way, they would chase you and it would not be fun.
It's not fun. And it's like, first of all, it's like a felony to like kill one. And you're like, what am I supposed to do? Just let it like attack me? Like, no, like I want to break this freaking thing's neck. That's why you never see people like running them over when they're crossing the street, because they can't kill them. They can't run them over. So they just let them, backs up traffic for freaking miles. But no, I feel for that girl's pain. I really do. And as a parent, I wonder if I could get away with that felony just saying, hey, I thought my kid's life was in danger, so I killed all these birds.
Well, unfortunately, speaking of kids' lives in danger, I have that girl is basically at the top of my stairs screaming right now. So I'll be right back.
Is there ducks up there? You better go check, bro.
I'm gonna go check.
Well, he is doing that. I do have another video to show you now. Okay, so when Joe Biden was president, we all knew that his health was failing, and we knew that something wasn't right. I mean, he's shaking hands with nobody there. He's ghost. He's mentioning people who've been dead for years, and we knew that his mental health was failing. Right, so. There is another theory that has just emerged that makes a lot of sense to me. It explains all that bizarre behavior from Joe Biden. I think it makes sense. You in the chat, tell me if this makes sense to you as well. Let me get it pulled up here. I mean, the resemblance is uncanny. The resemblance is uncanny. He was a robot this entire freaking time. My guy, I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce your name, but hello to you too. Thank you for watching. If you're here, kindly hit that thumbs up button while you're here. Share the show and subscribe to me and Alex's channel. Alex, yes. Oh, dude. I was just telling the good folks here watching that, Joe Biden, we knew he was in mental decline. He was doing weird things like shaking hands with nobody and pooping himself on stage. And you may not know this, but I mean, check out the resemblance here. Tell me this man was not a robot. Look at this. I mean, come on.
It is. I'm not going to say I'm convinced, but I'm also not convinced. So whatever that means.
Oh, you can't ride the fence on this one, man.
They did move similar. I'll give them that. Although it kind of looked like when remember when AI first came out, they would do like a bunch of robots like playing tennis and stuff.
Yes.
It kind of looks like that overlay onto Joe Biden. The AI part.
Brazilian, sorry, no need to apologize. We love I understand. Yeah, I don't know, man. You're just gonna have to kind of go with the flow, my guy. You just pick it up. Biden bot. Exactly. Exactly.
Well, is it true? I said this is probably just a meme, but I saw a meme of. I'm guessing it's not true. It'd be hilarious if it is, but it was in the White House. I guess there's pictures of all the presidents.
Okay.
And for Joe Biden, they put an auto pen in the meme.
Oh yeah, that was real. That was Donald Trump. He was master troll. Yes. Donald Trump. Yeah, amazing stuff. The best president of our lifetime, hands down. Just love it. Yeah, no, that wasn't a meme. That actually happened. Now, Alex, we love liberal Karens on this show. Liberal white women are our absolute
my favorite
because they're so easy to trigger. They're so easy to make fun of. Well, Alex, they are at it again now. I want you to tell me if you think that this liberal Karen has any ground to stand on in this situation whatsoever, because it's kind of one of those. It's like, okay, maybe I kind of see where she's coming from, but I think she went too far, like they all do. Let's have a look.
Not matter. This bench I donated because of my late sister passed
She's mad at this water bottle on the bench right here.
away.
Okay, my son just said it there and he walked to the bathroom and he'll be
and that's
back
fine.
soon, and we'll pick it
And
up.
I'm
And she just asked
asking.
if it was okay if she
I'm
took it away.
asking if it can
Okay,
be
but now
moved.
you're attacking me because it's just
No.
sitting there,
No, she's
and my
not.
son will
asking
bring
you
it.
to be
No.
respectful.
Okay, well, you're
Can
not being
Can you
respectful
come
to ask.
around?
She was.
Absolutely not. No.
No, she was.
Come and
No.
look at
She
the plaque.
asked if it was okay, and you said
This
no.
bench-
Yeah,
you
because
are
my son
bothering
just
her.
set it down, and he's
Yeah,
going to
good.
come right back and pick it up.
And
It's
so-
really not that big of a deal.
It for other people it is like. So has your sister died?
No, my sister. I don't have a sister.
Okay, so you wouldn't know. Has your mother died?
Yeah, she's dead. And
Yeah,
my
okay, so
father
if-
is also dead, and I am also a mortician, so I understand
Okay.
your
I'm a
grief.
more
that you
that's like a turn.
set it down,
But-
and they can literally walk back and pick
You
it
don't know how
right
many
back
dead
up.
bodies I touched, lady.
Right.
He
I
brought
asked if I
the
could
trash. If
respectfully
she could
move
get rid
it.
of it.
Yeah,
And
well,
that's
it's
all
not.
she
It's not
asked,
your business
just
to
to
pick
get
it up,
rid of
though.
it.
I don't want you to go out of your way to pick something up when my son just set it down.
means something to her to
I
get
don't
rid of
want
it.
trash next to my sister's fucking bench.
Now you're
Bitch.
And that's
cussing at
it.
me.
Fuck you.
Don't throw that shit away.
If you were gonna get that aggressive, just take the water bottle. You know.
Right. Like I don't quite understand. Hey, before you go, man, hit that like button. Good night to you. Hit that like button on your way out. Dude, like first of all, it's a public bench. So if you're gonna dedicate something to your sister and you're worried about I mean, homeless people probably sleep on that every freaking night, lady. Are you patrolling that thing at like 1 o'clock in the morning and like shooing the homeless people away? Like, what is wrong
Yeah,
with
if
you?
you're gonna do a memorial that you don't want anybody to touch, definitely not a bench.
Not,
Not a
definitely
good
not a
move.
park bench. There's gonna be gum underneath of it any day
Yeah.
now. Yeah, like I said, homeless people sleeping on it, probably peeing themselves while they're sleeping on it. I don't know, like if that lady,
the bench is like, it's like their way of serving in the afterlife or something. You know what I mean? Some idea like that. Like they're still providing something of value to people. This bench, you know? I don't know.
right? Yeah, like the Egyptians, right? Here they need this for the afterlife. This bench,
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
they can have somewhere to sit when they're dead. What would you do if that happened to you, man? What would you do if that lady came up to you and was like freaking out?
Yeah, I try to de-escalate the whole especially when it's a woman. If you're that mad about it, I'll just take my water bottle. It's okay. I don't need to take my phone out and film you and question
Gotcha.
why you're being mean to me. It's
Okay.
okay. I'll move my water bottle.
Fair
about you?
enough. I am okay, man. I would probably I want to say that I would oblige and be like you and be Mr. Nice Guy, right? But at the same time, I'm like, I feel like she would just like press it and go on. And at that point, I would probably pull out more trash to leave on the bench. Just be like, oh, you don't like the bottle being there. Here's some lint, this candy wrapper, whatever else I got. I'm just gonna leave it all here. Hey, lady, I'm gonna come back after you're long gone, and I'm gonna pee on this bench. And if you're not here to catch me, your wife, your sister's bench is gonna be covered in pee. I don't know. Like it depends on how far she pushed it, right? Like at first, I might be Mr. Nice Guy, but
Yeah.
if she kept at me, if she kept squawking. I don't know, man.
Jeremiah's like, this is what they made pepper spray for, actually.
right. Get out of here, lady.
Oh.
I don't know you. Ohio Patriot would have laughed. Okay. Yeah.
Loudly.
I feel like at the very least that deserves a chuckle. Like, what are you getting so upset for, lady? But you know what? That aside, you know why? It's a known fact. I do believe, Alex, that men die quicker than women. This is correct?
I've heard that. Yeah, they
Like,
die.
women have
They live longer. The women.
They live longer. Yes, and I think we've found a good reason why that might be.
This is AI, right? This has to be.
I don't know that it is. I mean, I see the Chinese writing here at the top.
Oh my, no, that's no way that's real.
Oh my. Ow. This part of like, you know how the Chinese do them crazy game shows, right? Is this part of one of them crazy game shows? You got to do something
I mean,
wild.
I
that can, like,
guess
get you killed?
so. That's absolutely insane.
Yeah, that might be part of the reason why we die a little quicker. It might be.
I don't believe this. This is really good AI. I'm convinced because maybe like dressing up as the lion isn't as bad, but you literally dress up as prey and you go. There's no way. There's no way.
I hope the prize was $1 million. I'm just gonna, if that was one of those crazy games, like it's like, hey, this could change the life of my family for generations type of money.
I wouldn't
then
do it. Still.
You wouldn't do it if it was all right,
No.
man. If it was $100 million,
Nope.
no, still no.
Tigers or lions? No. Nope.
Okay. So Alex doesn't have.
Would you jump off a cliff for $100 million, Jeremiah?
Well, do I have a parachute?
Yeah, but it might not pull.
It might not pull.
That's equivalent to dressing up as a zebra.
I guess
frolicking
you're
through
right.
a field of lions.
Now, yeah, Alex, we get a lot of trolls on this show every now and then. We haven't had them in the last couple of weeks, which I kind of miss them. I kind of miss the trolls a little bit. I hope they come back.
They are fun.
But I found a video of what they actually look like.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, quick trot. Good party. Oh, that's it. Yes.
I have a story about
Pony
this.
play is a form
You do? Okay.
of costumed role play. You become an animal mentally and act accordingly.
Okay, Drafter. Forward you go.
Drafter is my pony play character. Drafter is a very hardworking horse and really enjoys praise and treats.
Oh my goodness, I can't do this.
She's
eating the celery. Are those celery sticks?
Yeah. Those are our trolls, buddy.
Oh my dude. All right, so when I first started doing content a couple years ago now, I started off doing short form on TikTok and Instagram. And on Instagram, my style at the time was just like kind of say like a 30-second argument, get the comments going, and just kind of reply on the comments and have like little debates in the comments, right?
Sure.
So I'm doing that, and I'm arguing with this one guy, and he keeps coming back like on all my posts. So like I start talking to him a lot. And I'm like, let me check out and see like who am I arguing with here? So I go to his page, and it's all like the diaper fetish stuff of like being a baby, and like he wears a diaper, and and I was like, all right, I'm done arguing online. I will no longer reply to Instagram comments because these are the people I'm arguing with all day.
Oh man, yeah. And then you kind of feel like really dumb. Like, did I really just argue with the diaper guy? I was arguing with the diaper guy. That was me. I'm a jackass.
Yeah.
Oh boy. All right, let's jump into the news, Alex. we got the big lawsuit, but first I do have breaking news to share. We have breaking news. Let's take a look.
Well, a brother and sister have been indicted in a bomb plot at MacDill Air Force Base.
Whoa.
The feds say they left the country just 2 days after the bomb was planted. Now, this comes after 2 threats were reported at the base just last week. Our Fox 13's Kylie Jones has an update.
Well, that sister is back here on U.S. soil, but her brother is still believed to be on the run in China. Federal agents say he planted an IED near the visitor center here at MacDill. It wasn't found until almost a week later. A brother-sister duo are accused of pushing MacDill
Holy crap.
into FPCON Charlie, the second highest military threat level. On March 10th, a 911 call was made about a bomb on the base.
It was very short and very cryptic, but he said that a bomb had been placed on MacDill Air Force Base.
Investigators didn't find anything. U.S. Attorney of the Middle District of Florida, Gregory Kehoe, says federal agents tracked that number to a phone purchased at Best Buy. They say 20-year-old Alan Zhang was seen on surveillance video buying that phone the same day the bomb threat was made. 2 days later, and his sister, 27-year-old Anne Mary Zhang, were on a plane to China.
The bomb is placed on the 10th. They left on the 12th. On the 11th, they attempted to destroy evidence by selling the automobile involved to CarMax.
Ooh, CarMax.com.
They sold it the day after they placed the bomb.
Agents found IED residue in the car and related components at the
You can't get away with nothing
Lake.
anymore.
While this investigation went on March 16th, a service member on base found a suspicious package near the visitor center. That package turned out to be an IED Zhang reportedly planted 6 days earlier.
You have something that's in a secluded location
crazy,
and hidden in the visitor center, and it just took a little bit more time to get there.
If
you're going to
like you said, at the visitor center, it's a little weird.
Examine our most sensitive asset on the MacDill Air Force Base. Not that the visitor center isn't an important asset, but obviously Central Command is there.
The IED failed to detonate, but the feds say it could have been very deadly.
Why it didn't detonate at the time is a question we would like to ask Mr. Zhang.
Anne Mary Zhang reportedly flew back to the U.S. last week. Kehoe said she was stopped in Detroit.
That's the look of communism right there. See, Alex.
What do you? Yeah, go ahead.
We have spent a lot of time on this show talking about immigration, talking about ICE. We've covered a lot of that stuff. We're always talking about the Somalians and the Muslims, and we have forgotten about
China. I love them.
We forgot all about the Chinese nationals here, dude.
We did. And I remember like a year ago, there was a lot of talk actually for a brief period of time about the amount of, what do they call them, military-aged, able-bodied Chinese men that were immigrating into America. There was some talk about that. Do you remember that?
Mm-mm.
No, it was like a little bit of a stirring on X, and people kind of talked about it a little bit, and then it just faded, and nobody really talked about it. But I mean, now with all this stuff going on with Iran, right? China and Iran are pretty tight.
They're pretty tight.
I guess we just don't think of, because China doesn't have like a religious ideology. I mean, obviously, you could talk about communism and how it's religious, right?
Sure. Yeah. The communists will tell you that it's not, even though it is.
Right. But like, I think we look at Islam and we're like, oh, we can see why someone would be a suicide bomber or do something independently of their government, right?
Right.
But like, it's weird for me to look at a Chinese man and think the same thing. So like, it makes me think it's from the government. But I guess it could just be as plausible as like a suicide bomber who just does it because he hates America.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, I see what you're saying. You're not. They don't fit the stereotype of a suicide bomber. When you think of like maybe a Chinese spy or a Chinese terrorist, like you're thinking something sophisticated, right? Like if China's going to attack America from within, they hacked our power grid and shut down power across half the country, or detonated a nuke somewhere, like some real like covert military stuff. Like that's kind of what you're thinking. You're not thinking like the guy who creates an IED, plants it at a visitor center and then flees to China after selling the bomb back to CarMax.
Yeah. Dude, and they traced everything. Good on them. I mean, they didn't get the guy, but they traced everything. They know who it is.
He's fleeing. I wonder if the Chinese government is like, you moron.
Yeah. He's actually, it's like when you get beat by your teacher at school and you expect your parents to stick up for you, but then you get home and they beat you.
Yep. That guy. Yeah, his life is not the same anymore. Yep. Nope. And he envies his sister in prison here in the States. Like, why did he leave his sister behind? You got to wonder that too. Like,
oof, yeah.
Like, hey,
well, hey, all is fair in love and war, right?
Sure. Sure. But now, dude, now I'm going to be looking at Chinese people funny when I see them in public, dude. Like, when I order that General Tso's chicken, I'm going to be like, did you poison this? Is there an IED in here? What's going on?
Yeah, I'd like to think because of Chinese food, there is a subset of Chinese people in America who love America. I think like they've made so much money in these Chinese restaurants off of Americans that they starting to love us, you know.
Yes, there are the ones who actually know how bad communism is and hate communism. They love America. And you actually there's a couple of congresswomen there's a couple of ladies running for Congress who are former escapees of Chinese communism that are like in fact I saw one of them at a debate. Spike Cohen, pretty famous libertarian guy, was debating David Hogg in a college campus about guns. And this Chinese lady gets up there and was like, oh man, I'm going to butcher it. She had like the sweetest mic drop moment where she was like, can you guarantee that if we let the government control our guns, that they won't terrorize us or something like that? And David Hogg was like, well, no, I can't guarantee that. And she was like, then this debate is over. And it was like, oh, it was like, I didn't do it justice, but she killed it. She definitely killed it. But yeah, those are the Chinese people that love America, that type.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure. But Alex, so this next story, man, is going to affect us. This affects me and you. This affects every content creator who possibly is watching this, and I'm sure they know about this story as well. Jury in Los Angeles. Jury in Los Angeles finds Meta YouTube negligent in social media addiction trial. Jury in Los Angeles determined that Meta and Google were negligent and failed to warn users of the dangers associated with using their platforms in a high-profile social media case. It's the first of several trials taking place this year that experts have characterized as the social media industry's big tobacco moment. Not a good thing for social media. Damages $3 million. Again, not much, with Meta on the hook for 70% and YouTube the remaining 30%. So not a ton of money being handed out there, but the fact that they lost
sets precedence, right?
Yeah. And of course, this is a Los Angeles jury where the jurors ultimately ruled in favor of the plaintiff. That YouTube's negligence played a substantial factor in causing mental health related harms. How do you prove that? Damages at $3 million. Meta, YouTube, $900,000. Meta spokesperson said in a statement, we respectfully disagree with the verdict and are evaluating our legal options. I'm assuming they'll appeal. Yes, we plan to appeal. This case misunderstands YouTube, which is a responsibly built streaming platform, not a social media site. That's true. YouTube is not, even though they are algorithm run, not a social media site. You can't it's not like X or Facebook really. But this is also just one of several trials. So you got to wonder now if because of this trial that the other trials going on are going to rule in favor of the people suing social media just because of this. During the 6 weeks trial, jury members were tasked with determining whether Meta YouTube implemented certain design features in their apps, like recommendation algorithms and autoplay, that contributed to KJM's crippling mental distress. The 20-year-old woman, I bet she was white, alleged that she suffered from severe body dysmorphia, depression, and suicidal thoughts due to her near constant use of the apps and the constant notifications that made it difficult for her to stop. Like I just said, bellwether to help determine verdicts in similar and connected litigation throughout the state of California. It's always California. So I don't know, man. What do you think? Do you think this is going to affect me and you?
I definitely think, we don't make a living off of social media, but I think that honestly, when big stuff like this happens, when you're a small creator, there's nothing but upside for you. Because that means people are going to lose their spots. So if you have a spot, we don't have spots yet, Jeremiah. We're not there yet.
That's true. We're fighting for a spot.
Right. But when big changes happen in any industry, people lose their spots and those spots will be replaced. So, for example, if Meta and YouTube and all this were forced to get rid of the algorithm, which they're not going to give up their algorithms without a fight. They've spent probably hundreds of billions of dollars. I mean, that might be too much, but billions and billions, probably at least $12 billion just on AI algorithms.
I believe it.
I mean, that's their business. That's their whole model. So they're not going to go down without a fight. But if they did, they would simply have to go back to followers and seeing things based on when they were posted. Remember how it used to be, like on Instagram? You would scroll.
So I don't remember Instagram because I got on Instagram late and I joined Facebook like right at the
like
peak.
It too, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I do remember that. At first, all you did was see your friends, and that's it.
Yeah, and it was in order if they posted. So if they posted 10 times in a row, back to back to back, you would see all of their posts. And then eventually Facebook started hiding the posts that don't do well. So you were seeing it and still in that like time frame. And that's kind of how the algorithm started. But I think they would simply just go back to the timeline base.
Will the advertisers be okay with that? You know what I mean? Like, because that's the reason they got the algorithm is what made these companies so much money, right? Because you could now essentially target specific ads to specific groups of people in ways that you never could anywhere else before. So if you take that away, do those advertising dollars now go away?
Yeah, I mean, at Facebook advertising in its current form, you don't have to know anything. You upload your pictures. You upload a couple of like different text options, and Facebook matches you to your audience based on just your creative and the text that you chose, and with AI matches it to people who it believes will buy your thing or sign up for your newsletter, etc. Like it's all just AI matching. It's crazy.
So you could be the most beginner marketer and entrepreneur, just started a business, and Facebook will do all the work for you, is what you're saying.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's pretty dang good. You can get slightly better results, slightly like 10% if you hire a professional. And they'll make
wild
tweaks. Yeah, it's not much.
That is wild. That is wild. All 5 of you watching, hit that like button, comment below, share the show with your friends, and subscribe to me and Alex's channel. Good point by Ohio Patriot here. Where's mom and dad in this girl's life? Take the media away. Exactly. Like we expect the government to parent for us. We expect corporations to parent for us. Parents don't want to be parents. We treat public education as the same thing. Babysitters. Like we want everybody else to babysit our kids, but we don't want to babysit our kids. You have kids. I have kids. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, 100% you need to, and my wife does a much better job at this. Thank God for that. Because I'm kind of like pro tech and I want my kids to understand like this is obviously going to be a big part of their future.
Right.
But my wife's like, hold on. Like I had YouTube Kids on there. And she's like, no, they can't even have like free access to YouTube Kids. You got to chill and stuff like that. Where I'm very thankful for it.
Good.
But at the end of the day, you do have to take ownership over what your kids watch.
100%.
Yeah.
Like you can't just check out. Marla Barr, what's up? Thanks for coming. Hit that like button if you could.
But
welcome to the show.
I do think there is some good in limiting companies and what they can do. Like, for example, should we allow a Doritos company to put ingredients into their food that are extremely toxic and harmful, but the consumer really likes the way it tastes?
Well,
should you say, you should just watch.
Now you're going down this crazy rabbit hole, like, because government regulation. How much should we let the government regulate? Because yes, right, we're a capitalist society. We want that free choice. If I want to ruin my body, fine, let me do that. How much of it is it the government's job to protect us from ourselves? I don't know. I think, but then you see over in Europe where they're much healthier, right? People, I know it's a lot of anecdotal evidence, but people go to Europe all the time and you hear them come back and they're like, yeah, I ate the same stuff that I eat here, but I feel better. Because they don't put that poison crap. A lot of that's outlawed over there. So,
right.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's like what's too much overreach. I mean, I definitely don't think anybody on food stamps needs junk food.
Yeah.
I will
do
say that.
you like Doritos?
I do like Doritos.
Do you buy them?
I'm a big occasionally I do. I'm a big candy is my addiction. Okay. I'm a big candy guy. And I just can't but so today, actually, it's funny you mentioned that because the month of March, I'm fasting from candy and soda. So I've been a little edgy this month because of that, because sugar is addicting, man. It's pretty crazy.
Right. But
if you took
like
that
to
away
think
from
of
me, go ahead. Yeah, you're about to.
I was just saying, you like to think of yourself as a sophisticated man, a smart guy. You're conscious about religion and politics and the world issues, right? Like you make an effort to study and to care about these things, which not a lot of people do. The average American isn't that informed, right?
Right.
So, and when it comes to your health, like you work out, you watch what you eat for, I'm guessing for the most part, at least healthy wise. But what about these foods where like let's assume red 40 is not good for you, right? Do you need red 40 in your Doritos? You'll still eat them if they weren't bright red, right?
Correct.
Right. But do you like why do these companies they put them in there because it moves them off the shelf faster? And in a sense, that can seem like, well, the consumer wants this.
Right.
So it's like in their defense, I'm just giving the consumer what they want.
So let me guess what you're trying to say here. You're trying to say maybe the consumer doesn't actually want this. Maybe they're just that good at selling and they're convincing you that that's what you want, even though it might not be what you actually want. Is that what you're getting at?
I think how do I put this? Because I don't even know if it's an intelligence thing, but like the lower conscientious person, it may actually be like it works on them, but I don't think it works. Like if I don't have to pay more and I have the option for a healthier snack, I'm choosing the healthier snack.
Sure.
And if I can afford it and it costs more, I'm still choosing the healthier snack, which is the other side of it. But I don't understand how adding red 40 would make anything cheaper.
That's also a good question. By the way, Marlabar, if you're still here, no, we don't know. Please inform us in the chat what you're talking about there, over there in Australia.
I'm pretty sure they banned social media for kids 16 and under.
Oh, did they?
I'm pretty sure.
Like you got to check your driver's license, like with the phone to make sure you can use it, or.
Yeah, we'll see what Marlabar has to tell us. But yeah, age restriction for social media and other sites. Huge fines for companies who allow underage kids to use the apps. Interesting.
It's not a bad move. I see, again, the balance between government overreach is a thin line. But I'll tell you what, I was watching RFK Jr. on Joe Rogan the other day, and he was talking about how there are going to schools across different states and trying to convince these schools to not allow phones in their schools. And he went back. One of the schools that did it, he went back to talk to the kids, like, "Hey, RFK Jr. is coming to school to talk to us." And he said that he was in the cafeteria with him, and he said when he walked in, it was amazing. All the kids were talking with each other. No one was on their phones. And when he asked them, like, "Hey, what do you feel? How do you feel about this? This new rule?" And he said, for the first 2 weeks, they hated it, but now they love it. And it's like they're less there's less violent incidents at the school. They're doing better in their classes. Like the family life at home has gotten better according to some anecdotal evidence. So
I believe all of that.
If it's a net benefit for society like that, maybe it does need regulated like that. But Marlabar's telling us it's not working over in Australia for that, at least.
Now, look, there are tons of creators still getting tons of views. Social media is being used more than it's ever has been before. But I do see a lot of people trending getting dumb phones.
Yep.
For Lent, a lot of people talking about like deleting Instagram or Facebook off their phone for Lent, right? Like I'm hearing a lot of this, and I think we're kind of getting sick a little bit of digital interactions.
Yeah.
I noticed a lot of all of the people who I used to listen to all the time, all their views are down.
Really?
Views are down for lots of creators. I mean, I feel like I've seen downfall videos. You ever see the exposed, like the downfall of Joe Rogan, the downfall of Brendan Schaub? You know, like
right.
I just keep seeing those videos, and I'm like, oh, I used to watch that guy all the time. I go look at their page, of course, you know, and sure enough, they're down to 50,000 views. They were getting hundreds of thousands before, you know.
And so you're attributing to that to people getting tired of the online interactions as opposed to maybe they're just content growing stale?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a little bit of both. We actually you told me this before we started the show. You're like, man, I love Christian rap, but all the guys I love listening to don't put out music.
Right.
How long does that last before you go, I'm gonna listen to something else?
Right.
And so, yeah, I think that it's not just that they're not putting stuff out, but there's just the same stuff over and over again. I'm sure you've picked up a podcast before, binged it, and then maybe now you barely watch it, right?
Yes, there's a couple like that, but my reasons weren't exactly that though. The reason I stopped watching it, I stopped watching Dave Smith because he has Israel derangement syndrome, and I stopped watching Michael Malice just because, well, yeah, I guess I'm bored with the interviews, I guess. You have to be like, if you're going to watch interviews all the time and your entire show is just interviews, like now, if I'm going to watch that, it has to be a guest that I want to see. I'm not just going to pop it on to see what any guest has to say. Whereas like when you first discover that guy, you're like, oh, I can't wait to, see what this guy's talking about and this guy's talking about. And you're like, like if I don't know him, I don't want to listen.
Yeah. Did you see what Malabar put here? Did you bring that one? Is that the one you brought up earlier? Corn websites now won't allow Australia to access them at all as a protest against having to ID verify.
Good. That's
a huge W.
Yeah, that's a huge W. That's a win. Yep. That's a win. Yeah.
See, bro, look, she just,
yeah,
I'm guessing it's Marla is a girl, right? I just watched the downfall of that Adam from PBD podcast.
They're everywhere. They're popping up everywhere.
Yeah, dude, the people making the downfall videos get more views than the people they're making the downfall about. I'm telling you, there's something going on, man. There's something here.
Maybe I need to make a downfall video.
Dude, you remember, you know who CoffeeZilla is, right?
No. Yes, no, I do. I know who CoffeeZilla is. Yes, I do. Yeah.
So he exposed all the fake gurus and he blew up because of it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Who can I expose?
Something about that.
Yeah. I got to find somebody to expose. I got to find somebody to expose.
You know what happens in our niche? They do the Joel Osteen and Kenneth Copeland. Those videos go crazy.
Yes. And there's people who already do that. So I don't know if I would be successful because that's like, but anyway,
we got to do it about all the rhinos in Ohio.
Right. Actually, I probably am going to do the most. I was thinking about doing a countdown video of the top 5 most demonic Democrats in American politics right now.
And, I like that idea. You definitely should do that.
But videos like that, like I did a Christian nationalism iceberg, and like those take like effort and research.
Yeah, they do.
Like when I'm reacting to a video, like I can throw a reaction video together relatively quickly. But if I'm doing something that requires like some deep thought, like, man, I got to research this now, and dude, it takes a long time. So we'll see. But it's a concept that I think might work for politics, is like a countdown. But yeah, dude, we have to touch on this because it's in the title. We can't disappoint the people. Iran rejects U.S. ceasefire plan issues its own demands across the Middle East. So for those of you who don't know, supposedly Donald Trump issued a 15-point ceasefire plan, 15-point proposal saying it addressed sanctions relief, rollback of Iran's nuclear program, limits on missiles, opening the Strait of Hormuz, and Iran. Oh, come on with the ads. Jeez Louise, later. No, get out of here. An Egyptian involved in the mediation effort said the proposal also include restriction on Iran's support for armed groups like Hezbollah, who kills a lot of Americans. In fact, Hezbollah has killed, I want to say, close to 1,000 Americans since 1979.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. President Donald Trump, speaking at the fundraiser Wednesday night in Washington, insists that Iran still wants to cut a deal. They're negotiating, by the way, and they want to make a deal so badly. They're afraid to say it because they figure they'll be killed by their own people, said Trump, who added they're also afraid they'll be killed by us because they probably will be because we just killed one of their top Navy officials today. So it's only a matter of time if you're an official in Iran that you end up dead.
Yeah. And he's dead. And it's gone.
That's South Park, and it's gone. Let's see. We got at least 1,000 troops from the 82nd Airborne will be sent to the Mid East in the coming days. Now, Alex, all this stuff, Alex, I don't know what to believe. To be honest with you, like wartime propaganda is so insane. Like Iran says there is no. Even Trump, I think today, or Carolyn Levitt, the White House spokesperson, was like, I don't know who told you there was a 15-point plan. We have been talking to Iran, but there's nothing official as far as a 15-point plan goes. Be careful quoting anonymous sources, yada, yada, yada. Like, so is there a 15-point plan? Is there not a 15-point plan? Are we in talks with Iran, or is Iran giving us the middle finger? Who's left in Iran
no
to
official
even talk
reporting
to us?
on this?
There's everything's official reporting.
Yeah.
The only official reports are Trump's Truth Social posts.
That's kind of true. But yeah, no, like the White House hasn't put out anything. Oh, well, they said they kind of denied it, right? There's no 15-point plan.
They kind of denied that it was a 15-point plan. They mentioned that it was a plan, that there is a plan for ceasefire, but this whole 15-point plan thing is I don't know where you heard that. So
yeah, what do you think the leverage Iran has is? Why can they play ball?
I'm not sure. The only thing I can think of is that
relying on the benevolence of America.
It is a country of 90 million people, right? So
okay,
like if you're gonna send ground troops in, it's not like Iraq, it's not like Afghanistan. The population is much larger. I don't know. That's the only leverage I can think that they have is like, hey, if you invade here on foot, it's going to take you forever to move ground. But who's left? I don't even know who's left in Iran. Like my best guess is that there's a small number of the old faction left trying desperately to maintain control. And there's another group of people who are like, hey, we want to play ball with the Americans, but we can't let ourselves be known who we are. So we have to stay anonymous. And Trump and America is trying to figure all this out because I was reading, I'm not going to go through the whole, it's like there was this super long thread about this whole thing. And hey, I mean, if you're playing Empire, if you're America playing Empire, we need to capture the energy market. And this whole thing is a play to make sure that the petrodollar stays number one and America owns energy around the globe. And I think that might actually be the play. I think we went after Iran to make sure China could never become superior to us because we'll own all the energy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of down.
I mean, if we're gonna play Empire, we might as well play to win.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Yeah.
And do you think Iran, maybe like a con of our government, the way it functions, Iran is like, well, let's drag this out and make it an absolute mess for the current president until we get someone. What they want to do. Yeah, until we get someone who is the president who will just play ball with us.
The next Joe Biden robot.
Yeah. Who we just got to give a few $100 million to in the back end.
Yeah.
We can do whatever we want.
They definitely want to wait it out. That's why I'm curious. what's going to happen over these next 10 days? Because Trump gave him till April 5th, I want to say. He stretched the deadline out. He stretched the deadline out to April 5th. So if they don't strike a deal by April 5th, I will be super curious to see if he actually destroys their energy infrastructure and blackouts the country. That's
the deadline.
That's what he said he's going to do. He's like, I'm going to destroy your energy infrastructure. You won't have lights. You won't have electricity. Like, that'll be interesting to see if he actually does that. Because if he does, and dude, I do feel bad for the innocent civilians there
Iran,
because not all of them are Muslim. Like, they're just Persians. You know, this is a Muslim country because the Muslims took control of the government, but like over half the country, I want to say, is just regular old Arabs, like not even Muslims.
Probably a few Arab Christians there.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Iran it was tough to be a Christian in Iran.
Yeah, I'm sure.
100%. But you know, it's like, man, if they had guns, could they just overthrow the government themselves? Like, you know, like, kind of need some help from the population. That would be,
yeah.
That would be. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot. That's Easter Sunday. He gave him till Easter Sunday. Oh man. What a day to pick for a deadline.
Which, this is the second time we brought up guns, so I got to bring it up real quick.
Yeah.
Rhode Island. So I told you, I think we talked about it on the show once, where Rhode Island, where I live, they actually banned the purchase of rifles, pretty much. Any besides like hunting rifles, right?
Yeah, dude, I was just reading an article about this. I think
there's a new bill now that they're not just like, since they got that one passed, plus there was a couple of tragic shootings that I think they're using as momentum to get this stuff passed. They just presented one. It's basically, instead of you can't buy, it's now you can't possess. So it's a step higher, because before it was like, if you had them, you're grandfathered in. Now it's if you possess them at all, it's like up to 10 years in prison.
What the heck? Who's fighting this? You got to have somebody in there fighting this.
Yeah, every conservative in Rhode Island, which is about 20 of us, are pretty mad.
I can count all the conservatives in Rhode Island on about 9.
Yeah. I mean, they have raised tons of money to fight stuff like this, and unfortunately in Rhode Island they've lost more than they've won on this stuff.
Like, the Supreme Court is going to rule in your favor. Like, that's why I don't know how this doesn't go all the way up to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court's like, Rhode Island, like, cut it out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure, I don't think it made it up all the way to the Supreme Court, but it made it.
Amen, Will. Hey, Will Dean. Hey, it's our favorite hater.
Connecticut just banned Glocks.
What's up with you guys on the East Coast, man? Come on now.
Really?
So
they just banned Glocks?
Didn't
Why?
you said you were purchasing firearms, or you did purchase firearms, or you lost?
I
in
have
the boating accident?
several.
Okay.
Yeah, I had several.
So are you affected by this personally?
I had a unique rifle. It's a 9mm rifle. And it's not like a pistol rifle, like how they classify that. So I don't know, like, if
So
that
you don't even know if
counts.
you'd be a felon.
No. But like, and then, like, all right, so, you know, before they banned 10-round magazine, well, they made the limit 10-round magazines.
Yeah.
I bought a gun and it came with a 30-round magazine, and I destroyed it as soon as the bill got passed.
Yeah.
But I mean, I didn't know
watched
the
you
bill
do
got passed. I didn't know the bill got passed, and like till like 6 months after it got passed. And I was like, oh, and that's like for your first offense, you can get up to a year in prison.
That's crazy.
Yep.
That's not constant. That it grinds my gears.
NRA raised a bunch of money to go fight this. They fought it and lost. They appealed it and lost.
Yep.
And it went to, I'm pretty sure, the highest court in Rhode Island.
So the Supreme Court of Rhode Island, and they didn't take it to. Yeah, dude, none of this is making
there's
much
no
sense.
grandfathering in with the magazine ban. You
Yeah,
had to you can buy, what are the magazine stoppers? Is that what they're called? You drill them in to your magazine and it permanently limits it to 10. That's what you had to do legally to keep it.
That's crazy. That is wild. That's not
Marla Bar as an
constitutional.
Aussie, guns blow my mind. Yeah, we understandable.
Well, you guys have the cool knives though, right? Like Crocodile Dundee. That's not a knife. That's a knife.
Yeah, I just had to bring that up because I thought it was wild.
That is wild, dude. Like, I'm first of all, I'm glad I don't live in Rhode Island. No offense, but I feel like there's more that can be done here because that's just like I feel like you're on the road to like not having guns at all, like just completely banning them altogether.
Yeah, and it's not like we don't have there have been 2 tragic shootings that have been highly publicized the last year. It was the Brown shooting, which we covered on the show.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was an ice rink shooting in Pawtucket, transgender. So we've got,
Yep, I remember covering that. Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we covered that too on the show. So I mean, other than that, we haven't really had any big shootings in Rhode Island. But we're just so liberal and Democrat here that any sort of movement they will capitalize on.
For sure. And it's all that coffee milk that you guys drink.
Yeah, I might be doing it. Dude, I had coffee milk today. I've been drinking a lot of coffee milk. You know, dude, Dunkin' Donuts. Do you have Dunkin' Donuts near you?
Yes, we do. Yeah.
Do you know what a Dunkin' Latte is?
I have no idea what a Dunkin' Latte is.
You got to see if they have it because I'm like, they must have this everywhere. Dunkin' Donuts a franchise. It's standardized across the nation what they have, right?
No. They're regional as far as their menu goes.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Really?
Yeah. That's like most restaurants. Like we get stuff here in like McDonald's and Taco Bell sometimes that nobody else gets.
Okay. Does Dunkin' have the banana flavors right now?
I don't. I don't go
Dunkin'?
there. So, yeah,
Gotcha.
I'm not a Dunkin' fan.
Well, their Dunkin' Latte
I support
over here.
the local joints, Alex. I support your local.
The Dunkin' Donuts ran out all of the local joints in Rhode Island. So.
All right, Will, I can agree. Look, hey, we actually found some common ground with Will. Look at that. My guy for now.
W Will.
W for sure. All right. Yeah, we can coexist on that for sure. 100%. Now before we go, Alex, this was titillating conversation, but we have an affinity here for Nick Shirley.
We do.
And because he is the man at exposing fraud. And we have somebody who has lately, you would not expect to be attacking Nick Shirley. This makes me think. I already had my thoughts on this person, but now I have even more thoughts. But here, let's have a look because this is egregious.
To find myself on top of Brazil's largest favela in a destroyed house, interviewing gang members of one of the largest gangs in Brazil.
Okay, I'm just gonna say I don't believe that at all. I'm sorry. I just it's so stupid. I'm not even gonna tell you why I don't believe it. It's like if you don't know that that's stupid, that he infiltrated the gang in 48 hours. That's so dumb. I'm so tired of dumb. That's not how that works, okay? You don't just go up to gangs on the street as a nice-looking white boy with a camera and say, hey, I just wanted to sort of see what you're doing here. What's going on? Okay, just stop. That's stupid. Of course, that's dumb. I'm sorry, Nick. I know you're young. I hope, whoever is your contact that has you infiltrating Antifa and infiltrating El Salvador at the age of 23 years old. It just feels like Sean Penn young to me. Like, oh, Sean Penn's always there.
To find myself on top of Brazil's largest.
He's one to say. Say that, yeah, you have crazy views or that things are fake. That's not how it works. You don't just uncover the time machine story. What was the time machine Kirk story?
What's wrong with you, Mom? Why are you so scared?
That was good. Good timing on that one.
Dude, what is wrong with Candace, man? She Hey, appreciate you, sir. Appreciate you.
That's a woman.
Appreciate you, ma'am. Appreciate you, ma'am. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
what are you doing?
Listen,
She just unsubbed
it's
so hard.
10:41 p.m. It's 10:41 p.m. where I'm at. All right, we've worked all day. I'm sorry, my brain is a little fried. I apologize, Miss. Thank you for the sub. We
That was a
appreciate
W
it.
comment.
But yeah, no. She's an op. She's paid opposition. She works for. She works for. Yes, she's nuts. She's also nuts, but she's definitely not stupid. She works for the government. I'm convinced she works for the government or some kind of paid opposition, some liberal paid opposition. Because notice it started with Erica Kirk, and now slowly but surely she's attacking more and more conservative people. You know that, like, it's kind of like a domino effect. Like, we started here. Now we're going to Ben Shapiro. Now we're going to Nick Shirley. Now we're going to Donald Trump.
Were you
Now,
following Candace Owens before Charlie Kirk's death? I wasn't. I didn't listen to her. I didn't care about her. Like, she wasn't even really on my radar. I obviously knew who she was.
yeah,
were you following?
I followed her very briefly when she worked for the Daily Wire for like 2 seconds, and then she fell out with Steven Crowder and
I watched that. That's how I got to know who she was, really.
Yes,
that was like blew up.
Yeah, that's basically how I found out who she was. But now she's like massive. Like, I don't even know who her audience is composed of. Like,
Wine
who's
moms.
the demographic? White moms?
Wine moms.
Wine moms.
Yeah, which
They're
are
mostly
probably
white
predominantly
moms.
white. Yeah. Black moms who like to get tipsy during the day usually smoke. They don't drink.
So she did used to roast liberal people. Okay, so we're not crazy here. By the way, if you're watching, kindly hit that thumbs up button while you're here. We do appreciate it. But okay, so she was at least pretend conservative at one point.
Yeah. So I just was she going after conservatives before?
I don't remember
Charlie
her
Kirk's
doing
death, or
that.
did Charlie Kirk's death kind of just set her on this path of burning everything down?
It feels like Charlie Kirk's death put her on this path of burning everything down, because even though she may have mentioned Ben Shapiro or the people of the Daily Wire every now and then, it's like now that other conservative hosts are like trying to ignore her, but then now they can't. So now they're all addressing her. I feel like it's become a major issue, and it must be affecting somebody's numbers, because like I said, now like Tim Pool called her out. Like, people who don't talk about her are calling her out now.
Yeah, it is pretty wild. I don't know. I don't know what Candy's doing.
I don't either, but you don't talk about my boy like that. That's like you know, like what it just doesn't make any sense. Like, what do you think her end goal is? The only thing I can think of is she's being paid. She maybe she got, you know, whatever Israel was paying the $7,000, right? You know, which, by the way, Israel, still waiting on my check. But maybe someone's cutting her checks to be like, hey, attack this person, keep doing this. Or is it ratings? Is she really getting the ratings from doing this? Is this really just her doing what her audience is like, hey, I keep doing more of this?
Well, let's see here, because when Charlie Kirk had just passed, like her top video live stream, by the way, which this is very impressive for a live stream, did like 2 million views on the live stream itself.
Jeez.
And then she was averaging between 1 and 1.5. I wonder where she is right now. I think she does them every day, like an hour a day, if I'm not mistaken.
I think she does at
6
least an hour a
million
day.
subs. Yeah, about an hour a day. And yeah, I mean, she's still, wow. Her last one 3 hours ago, 600K. But then before that, daily 1.2, 1.5, 1.7, 2.1, 2.2, 2.6 2 weeks ago.
So she's crushing it.
5.3 a month ago.
That was probably at the height of the Charlie stuff.
No, I mean, this was she made a thing called Bride of Charlie, A Wrinkle in Time, episode 1.
A wrinkle. Genius. Whoever's writing her titles.
She's on episode 9 of Bride of Charlie.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So she's taking these crackpot conspiracies and turning them into little miniseries.
Yeah, I mean, she's making tons of money doing this for sure. I'm trying to see.
Don't worry, Marla. We do not ban people with different opinions. We only ban people when they're vulgar. So as long as you're not vulgar, you're cool. We're fine with different opinions here.
Was it 7 months ago that Charlie Kirk died now?
September 10th, 2025. I
So
remember
her
because my daughter
first
was born the day
video-
after. The very
Her first,
next.
yeah. Wow. So were you in the hospital when it happened?
I was in the hospital the next day. It's September 11th.
The next day, yeah, gotcha. I was watching Jim Bob, and someone sent the link to Jim Bob of the video, and I was like listening at work. I was like, "What's going on?" And then all of a sudden, I hear him go, "Oh wow, oh I gotta go, guys! I can't believe I just watched that." And he just shut the stream down.
Oh,
So I had to go. I was like, "What the heck just happened? What did he just watch?" And yeah, it was pretty wild. But yeah, so 6 months ago, to my friend Charlie Kirk, 7.4 million views. That was all positive. I'm pretty sure that first video.
Right.
And then the next day, 9.1 million views. They are lying about Charlie Kirk.
Oh my
That's what-
gosh. She waited one whole day, huh?
Yeah. But even before then, she was getting 1 million, 1.8, 1.2. She was doing pretty dang good.
Because when you got something crazy like that, when you pretend like you have bombshell news, you'll get that bump. And then
Yeah.
people started to kind of, I think, notice that she was just kind of stringing them along. Like,
Mm.
okay, where's the break-in stuff? Like, where's the proof that you keep promising every freaking episode that never comes?
Right.
She's crazy, man. She's crazy.
She is
But,
crazy.
I got Alex. Do you have any videos to lead us home on? That's all I got for today.
Marla asked earlier too about the Drewski Erica Kirk skit. I wanted to show this to you.
Okay.
I believe this is a good video for it.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
War is raging in Iran.
We're praying for all the soldiers and troops.
That's great that you're praying, but
How about all the kids that died when the USA hit the towers?
It broke my heart. That is the
war is raging in Iran.
We're praying
There's
for
more.
Is there more?
All right here.
What does it do? What is it night? What's your favorite food? Fucking with me, you could be my little boo. Baby, I come in the streets.
Is that one on the left AI?
For me when I jump in my sleep.
I don't know.
It's gotta be.
Yeah.
Erica does not dance like that.
has responded.
And then I saw that like someone said she responded. That's the thing, man. I'm looking for these videos and I can't even find the right videos. But there was more to the skit, like basically saying, "Oh, she's like cringe, right?" and whatever. I don't know. How do you feel about something like that?
I think it's in bad taste. I mean, hey, freedom of speech, do what you do. But I wouldn't do it, and I don't think it's particularly funny. But I ain't mad at him. Again, free speech. Freedom. I'm not a freedom of speech absolutist, but I'm pretty close.
Yeah, I mean, see, I don't think anything would have happened to Erica if she didn't assume the role of CEO of TPUSA. I think that because initially there was the leftists who were celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk were obviously ragdolling Erica Kirk every second they could.
Right.
But I think it would have stopped if she didn't assume the role of CEO. I think if you're going to assume the role of CEO of one of the most politically influential organizations of our lifetime, you have to expect major backlash and major attacks. I don't think this was an attack. I don't think Drewski is like in bed with any like political party. I think he has certain political views, and he did this because he knew it would get him tons of views, tons of controversy. Like, I think he's just in it for the love of the game. Like, his game is, a hedonistic one of how do I get the most eyes on me so I can make the most money and have the most fun. Right?
Yeah,
That's
no,
true.
it was no class. I just don't think
Yeah.
it was classless. And you're right also about, if you're and that's, hey man, if this was ancient Egypt, it would have been his son, even though his son is a toddler who took over the throne.
Yeah.
So, it kind of is what it is if you don't live. But I do think his son will take it over one day.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, he's allowed to do it. I'm not going to say he should be banned from doing it or anything crazy like that, but it was no class.
See, if I was on Erica Kirk's team, I'd be like, we are doing blackface Drewski. And we
Oh, dude, that is actually a genius idea. That is genius.
Yeah,
I
and
would do the
if
same.
there's too much backlash, then it's like, all right, well, hold on here. Where's the double standard? I can't have fun.
Exactly. You can have fun, but I can't have fun. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Right. And I do think someone said she responded, and then it said it showed a tweet of hers, but she hasn't tweeted since May. So
No, she's not. She's not on social media. But yeah, dude. That's that was a good one to end on. That was a good one to end on. Good find. But,
all right, man. I mean,
yeah, man. Thank y'all for joining us. If you haven't yet, please hit that like button. Subscribe to our channels if you have not already. Alex, what do you got going on?
I think I'm doing word war debate. They're I say it every week, but
Alex debates. I promise you guys, he does debate.
And I haven't been taking any debates because I want to make sure that I'm focused on this debate tournament. But it's just there. I mean, I knew it was going to be tough to put together. I don't know the issues that they're facing, but there's some logistical hurdles that they're overcoming right now. But I should be debating soon on Word War Debate.
Good deal. So hop over to Alex's channel and subscribe to make sure you catch his debates. Go watch some of his older debates too. He's done a good job. I still got to go back and watch your debate with the mayoral candidate, because you had that as members only, and now you have changed that, right?
I might have not changed it, but I'm gonna post the full version of it as a video. So
okay, good deal.
Thank you,
Head
Marlo
over
Bar.
to head over to my
And thank you,
channel.
Ohio Patriot.
Yeah. Head over to my channel if you like Christianity, politics. I just did RFK Jr. and Joe Rogan sat down for an interview, and there's a 10-minute clip that they did where they run through 8 to 10 biblical principles in one short conversation. We break all of that down and show you that basically you can't hide biblical truth even if you try.
Awesome. Yeah, go check out Jeremiah's videos. They're awesome.
Appreciate y'all watching, and God bless, and we'll see you next Thursday, 9:30-ish p.m. Eastern.
Yes, sir. See you guys. God bless.
God bless.